Who says she's a fan of boxed wine.
I actually am. I'm not like a wine connoisseur by any means, so I don't have very refined taste, but I don't think it tastes bad.
I pick mine by whatever the label. I'm that person. Pretty label, cool name. Sure.
I like weather-themed wines.
Yeah,
if it has like a weather label on it, I always get it, no matter how good it is or how bad it is. Let's take you to the west and show you this big heat wave that's been building in over the past couple of days under this ridge of high pressure, and we're going to see records fall left and right, especially Montana over to Oregon, where we're running 10 to 20, even in some spots 20 to near 30 degrees above average. So these are all the records, the potential highs that could be either tied or broken over the next few days. We will see this ridge of high pressure start to build not only to the north, but also to the west. That brings more of those records now into areas like the northern tier, all the way down into the central and southern plains. And look how tall this ridge is, building all the way into parts of Canada, where we're going to see a serious heat wave. Guys, some of these temperatures this is incredibly warm for this time of year.
Yeah, especially if there's going to be rain and clouds with a lot of those as well.
All these places that have snow?
Yeah.
Not much
away. For the snowpack. Molly, thanks.
Well, an innovative watering system is aiming to save you some.
Go dogs.
I was going to, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, go dogs.
Go dogs. A lot of great projects going on there, and also a really great meteorology school if anybody is thinking about going to school for meteorology. Let's talk about travel today, and we have some spots we're going to be watching out for as far as some weather impacts, Seattle being one of those places, but also parts of the Ohio Valley in the Midwest, where we're going to see a small clipper system move through, and when that's happening, we're going to see wind, we're going to see potentially some rain and also some snow. Not a lot. We have limited moisture, but we know it just a little bit can do not only to our roads, but also some of our airports where we have to get de-icing in play now. Detroit all the way down through even parts of Kentucky, we're going to be seeing potential delays at the airports. There's our small clipper system right now, limited cold air, limited moisture, but still we've got rain, cold rain at that, some wind. Detroit, we're seeing snow right now, and so just a little bit of snow moving into Buffalo. I'm a little bit more concerned about the road potential and what we could see as far as delays. Remember, it's the smallest amounts of snow that usually cause the most accidents. And we will see some delays, especially as we get towards the second half of the day and even into the evening time in places like Detroit, where it's going to be snowing, guys, pretty much all throughout the day.
That I will. Molly, thank you very much. Well, the race is on. Over to Molly now.
I will say the one not human thing that following like that seemed like very human-like, but it didn't do the look around. Like,
no, it
didn't. Anyone see that?
I hate when you fall and there's no one there to see it or have recorded it or laughed with you.
That's
happened to me one time. I'm like, oh, no one's here to see that.
I was like,
but there's cameras everywhere, Steph. So somebody saw it and is laughing at you or with you.
Yeah, with
whichever one. Well, we've got a pretty serious snow deficit in a lot of places in the Ohio Valley as well as parts of the Great Lakes. This is no surprise, the kind of season that we've had so far. I mean, you look at some of these numbers. Cleveland, just about 16.5 inches of snow. Take, for example, a place like Washington, D.C. has seen 10 inches of snow. So when you compare it like that, yeah, we're in some pretty serious snowfall deficits. Just been the pattern that we've seen so far. A very small clipper system, very fast-moving system is moving through, limited moisture, so by no means is this going to break us out of the deficits. It's just going to add a little bit to the snowfall that we've already seen. And a place like Detroit, we're pretty far behind. So there's our clipper system right now. Could be some rough travel in places like Detroit over towards northern portions of Ohio, all the way down to Indianapolis, where we're seeing rain and a cold rain as opposed to snow. But this system, guys, it's very fast. So by tomorrow, not even an issue.
All right, Molly, we appreciate it.
All right, everybody. Here's